This segment sponsored by Mike Thomas Associates. Okay, so next we're going to discuss what is happening in the housing market right now. Is it a good time to buy, sell, and more information as the market is having its ups and its downs. And I'm so thrilled to be joined by George Raptis with the Raptis team and Mike Thomas Associates. Hi, George.
Hi,
welcome.
happy spring.
Happy spring. It's here, and I know it's on so many people's minds. What should they be doing right now when it concerns their home? You have taken us on fabulous home tours, but now George is joining me in studio to give us the rundown. So what's happening right now in the market?
Oh, it's the spring market. So we know that during the springtime, it's going to be really busy. We're going to pick up a lot of potential people thinking about buying and selling a home. And what we maybe want to address today is maybe some of the concerns, fears of is now the right time to make a transaction or a move, and give some information that way.
Yeah, because we're dealing with a kind of volatile market a little bit, a little bit of unsurety when it comes to like, what should you invest in? So do you feel that investing in property right now is good?
I believe right now is going to be one of the best times for the near future.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, this is probably one of the best markets. So now you've got to define what best means, right? So being the best market, meaning that the buyers now have some options. And what I want to take a step back real quick and say, to all the homeowners out there, congratulations, you have achieved 11 years of appreciation in the last 4. So that's something we haven't seen in Fort Wayne for a really long time. And we hear things getting thrown out like the affordability of homes, and is it, right now a good time to show. I believe Good Morning America the other day had a Fort Wayne as the 3rd best market for affordability.
Wow.
And I know that doesn't feel the right, but that just kind of shows us nationally how expensive homes really are in other places. The good market right now means that there's good inventory, meaning that a buyer has some selection. We have an opportunity to go take a look at homes, but the sellers are still achieving maximum value for the house. So they haven't lost any equity that they've built through the years, and we don't see any of that coming down. Now it's going to be slower growth. Last year, Allen County in this area, about 5.4% appreciation, meaning your home's worth 5% more than it was last year. This year, over the next 12 months, the economists are predicting we're about 3.3%, which is a nice steady growth, kind of getting back to where we need to be, not that crazy 10, 12% that we achieved in the first few years of the COVID era. So when we're looking through that process, buyer has an opportunity to go take a look. We get to go back and take a look maybe for a second time. During COVID, it was a line of people out of every door. It was almost like the famous Christmas gift that everybody was trying to achieve. That's what homes were like over the last couple of years, or those first 2 years of COVID. And now we're just getting a chance to really say, Jessica, is this a home that you really love? Is this something that your furniture and you can see yourself living here? Why don't you sleep on it? We'll go maybe come back tomorrow and take a look. We didn't have that option for a really long time. Yeah,
people get to kind of make up their minds a little bit, but I think it was important what you were talking about the affordability. And you're like, okay, so Fort Wayne is the 3rd market. I remember when I first moved here, people were like, oh, this is such an affordable city. But what I realized is that what makes it affordable is by getting a home, because the apartment complexes out here are so expensive. And so you're looking at that and how much money you're wasting, right? And there's no value that you're adding to it. So that's why home ownership really is an investment for your future. So sometimes when people are thinking about like, oh my gosh, should I buy a home? What would you say to them? Because it's important to start to, put money where you can get that back.
Absolutely, 100%. We talk about interest rates, and that's kind of been a little barrier for most people. Talking, we were down in those 3 and 4 numbers, and now we're in that 6 number. When we're renting, we're paying 100% interest rate. And I never really kind of put that together, but that's what it is. We're not gaining any equity, or as the values of homes continue to appreciate, we're not seeing that. And I believe more than now than ever, if we're looking for a first-time home buyer, encourage them to at least put a game plan together and explore that option. It's fearful. I understand. It's a fearful, to experience the unknown. What's it like to have to go get a mortgage and kind of qualify, and would a bank even consider me for a loan? Those are all fears that after sitting down with clients throughout the years, we put a game plan together and we talk about that and we connect with the right people and the right resources.
Yeah.
But the affordability, absolutely. Especially for an apartment or renting a home, there's many times I see that you can actually purchase a home and it'd be a less monthly amount for that. And
you're paying mortgages now.
Yeah.
And then the apartments get more and more greedy because they want to keep going up and increasing the rate, and the market rate is insane. It's like, come on, like it's a steal. They're stealing from people, honestly. So I do love that of what you're saying about people just having that option, and that option of home buying can absolutely feel intimidating. And so where would people start? I mean, honestly, I think they're like, okay, so many things to think about. Is it starting with the bank to find out what they can even get approved for?
I always invite everyone to start with me.
Okay.
That way I can help guide them into that situation of what bank, what programs may be available. There's a misconception out there that we need to put 20% down on a house. We definitely have programs that are 0% down still in Fort Wayne, Allen County and surrounding areas. 3% down is a conventional loan, 3.5% for some government FHA loans. A VA loan is really just can be utilized and helpful for so many of our veterans. And 5%, 10%, 20% down. There's just so many out there, and just love to kind of say, okay, where are we at right now? What's your budget in regards to how much money you're spending right now on your rent? Or let's put a game plan together and talk about it and go through that process. So that way we can kind of connect them with the right people.
Yeah, because and I think that's the thing, is talking to someone like you who's experienced, and you can kind of look out for all the resources that are available, right? I kind of think about like when people go off to college, right? Like I have a niece that's going off to college next, and it's like, there's so many scholarships that are available. There's financial aid that's available. There's all these resources. But if she doesn't talk to a counselor who knows those resources and can help guide and has your back, then you're going to be lost. It's the same thing when you're buying a home. You need a resource that you can trust that will be guided. And that's exactly what you do for our community.
Thank you. Yeah. And it is something that I take pride in. I sit back and I look. My wife was a school teacher for a number of years, and I seen the impact that she was making on people's lives.
Yeah.
And when I chose that real estate career, I thought I could do that financially to impact and help others around the globe, because of the fact that, hey, look, we have college to pay for. Now all of a sudden we put you in a home a number of years ago, and now that is a resource that you can use to help further education or help, just build wealth for the family. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you also know about all the new developments that are happening. Oh my goodness. So all those home tours were so fun, and I know we're going to do more.
Oh yeah. We got a couple around the corner.
Yes. Okay, so before we wrap up, George, is there anything else, just a major parting tip that you want to give our viewers just about what their minds should be thinking right now when it comes to either the market or if they should be thinking about buying or selling?
It goes down to life. Don't put your life on hold, especially if it's fearful of you selling your home for the first time or wanting to make that upgrade or downgrade into something a little bit different. Seek out the resource. Give me a call. Let's have a conversation so that you have the knowledge to know whether or not right now or in the near future is the right time for you. So don't let fear dictate your future decisions.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. So good to chat with you.
Good to see you.
And if you would like more information about the Raptis team, we will have the phone number actually, so you can contact George to get more information about how to make this new step. And like George said, do not be fearful. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Mike Thomas Associates.